Virat Kohli and his strike rate in T20s. Always a divisive opinion, always a very divisive topic. But what problem? The selectors don't have a problem. Rohit doesn't have a problem. 90% of fan bases don't have a problem. Then the criticism now, one more individual has jumped into the bandwagon in trying to criticize those people who want to point out that Virat Kohli's strike rate has a problem. His best friend, RCB for life guy, AB de Villiers. Mr. 360 is legendary. Let's make no mistake about it. Whatever he has done on the cricketing field is legendary. But the latest round of criticisms that he's driven for a certain section kind of questions the fact that, okay, even an AB de Villiers can pander to toxic fan bases. Because on his YouTube show that he recently did, he stated, Virat Kohli criticism on a strike rate, it's been going on for way too long and I'm sort of fed up. I'm frustrated. I've pretty much had enough of data-driven pundits who keep criticizing. On this point, agreed. Too much criticism, constant criticism can be very, very harmful. Yes, a Virat Kohli is mortal. He's human. He listens to the outside noise. He responds. What happened in the GT versus RCB game? He responded. People who are sitting on the box, they do not know the game. Now, that kind of statement gives fodder to the toxic fan bases to ensure that, they go after people who genuinely want to highlight a particular problem. But now, no. AB de Villiers has now jumped in and pandered to the toxic fan base. Because the next point that he's mentioned, when you don't really have knowledge of the game, how many games of cricket have you played? How many IPL hundreds have you scored? By that same logic, if one can ask Mr. AB de Villiers, how many feature articles have you written? How many news pieces have you written? How many years you worked in the media industry? How many years have you managed to at least do some bit of data-driven journalism? How much of data-driven analysis you have done? Now, when the shoe is on the other foot, then there will be defensive mechanisms creeping in. This is the issue. If a de Villiers can criticize data-driven pundits for just doing their job, yes, interpretation is subjective, opinion is subjective. It's a simple thing. You take it or leave it. Taking it personally and giving these kind of statements, how many games of cricket have you played? How many IPL hundreds have you scored? It panders to a toxicity. And AB de Villiers does not know the situation when it comes to sports journalists in India or data-driven pundits in India. The amount of trolling, the amount of hatred that one gets, it's all based on certain statements that these legends make. And which is why these statements are a problem. First point, agreed, absolutely agreed. Criticism constantly can get to individuals. But the second point, sorry. There can be absolutely no justification on what AB de Villiers has ranted about. And because of that, he said, his strike rate this year has been even better than the record-breaking season which he had. I don't know where this criticism is coming from. All I can say is, Virat, keep playing like you are. Now, he's made such a sweeping statement. His strike rate this year has been even better. Now, without any data-driven agenda, without taking any kind of personal bias or personal agenda, a simple search, and this is the numbers that are there. Drum roll, please, because Virat Kohli's strike rate in his record-breaking 973 year as an opener, 152. Virat Kohli's strike rate in 2024, 147 as an opener. His strike rate is even better. Now I know that AB de Villiers doesn't like data because he's got this totally wrong. Strike rate as an opener was better in 2016, absolutely agreed. But his strike rate is better than 2016. AB de Villiers has done a total 360. On the wrong side, his strike rate has regressed. And this is the basic thing that we have pointed out. It's a basic thing. As a chase master, no one can ever question Virat Kohli. He's the greatest when it comes to a chase. Batting first, it's an issue. And we are not making up matches just to fulfill an agenda. 2014, 2016, 2021, 2022, in all the major matches that you had to win, you lost while batting first. It's not Virat Kohli's fault entirely. It's a problem in such a big way that the entire team is responsible. Virat is not responsible for the team's loss, but he's central to it. And that is why these kind of statements, the only request we can give it to AB de Villiers, please don't pander to toxic fan bases, because whatever statements you make, they can have the legitimacy then to brutally troll data-driven guys who genuinely want to do a job. As a legend, one has to really weigh in their words of responsibility. You are a public figure who's done far greater than anything that's there on cricket. But please, some other people who want to do a job, something that you do not know about, don't pass such sweeping statements then. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Bye-bye.